I was shocked to discover that my wife would take a plastic male mannequin into the room every night, and after dressing it up, engage in some intimate actions. This made me suspect if my wife had some unusual fetish. Because we've been married for 5 years, and every time I tried to get close to her, she would push me away, without hesitation. But this day, I couldn't take it anymore. I confronted my wife, telling her I've waited for her for 5 years, why she still refused to be intimate with me. She gently reassured me, saying I just needed to wait 3 more days, but I decided I couldn't wait any longer and immediately carried her to the bedroom. The closer we got to the room, the more she struggled. She then reminded me about the promise I made 5 years ago. It turned out that when we got married 5 years ago, my wife clearly told me we couldn't be intimate until 5 years later. At the time, I thought she was joking, so I agreed. But when my wife saw the bracelet light up, she hurriedly pushed me away and rushed into the room without looking back. Seeing this, I felt conflicted and was about to leave, but then a sports car suddenly stopped in front of me and the scheming woman got out of the car. She subtly hinted that my wife was doing something inappropriate and even told me that she often saw big trucks parked at our villa and people bringing strange human-shaped mannequins inside. After hearing this, I decided to follow the scheming woman to check it out, and sure enough, I saw my wife doing strange things with the mannequins. I was deep in thought when I saw this. The scheming woman, noticing my reaction, tried to comfort me, but I immediately pushed her hand away and told her I would never betray my wife. However, the scheming woman continued to provoke me, saying my wife preferred playing with plastic mannequins rather than being with me. I finally couldn't take it anymore and rushed inside to confront my wife. She explained that she was making clothes for me and preparing to wear them when we consummate our marriage in 3 days. I was suddenly enlightened. The mannequins were actually models for her clothes, and seeing the confused look on my face, my wife kissed me to calm my emotions and swore that in 3 days I would know the whole truth. Hearing this, I relaxed my guard and left satisfied, but my wife sighed with relief. However, the scheming woman didn't give up and immediately contacted her subordinates to prepare more male mannequins, swearing to break us apart. The next day, she found me again and showed me a scene. I saw a car parked in front of my wife's villa, and several muscular male mannequins got out. My wife was greeting them at the door. Despite seeing this, I still refused to believe my wife could betray me. So, I quietly approached to investigate the truth, but my wife walked out to meet them. Seeing her, I immediately confronted her in anger, asking why. After guarding me for 5 years, she brought a group of male mannequins inside, but my wife seemed very tired and only asked me to let her rest. At that moment, I was overcome with anger and insisted on checking the room, even though my wife begged. Again, saying everything she did was for our future. The scheming woman took the opportunity to push her aside and walked inside, but she found nothing, just a few disguised mannequins. My wife rushed in, urging me to leave, saying it was dangerous, but I no longer listened to her. Explanation: I only wanted the truth. Suddenly, we heard strange noises coming from the bedroom. I was about to check it out, but my wife stopped me when I pushed her away. She looked at me with a face full of grievance and asked if we didn't even have basic trust anymore. At that moment, the scheming woman taunted me from the side, and I finally couldn't take it anymore. I pushed my wife aside and rushed toward the door. When I opened the door, my expression instantly changed.